Alright, Ski Hill opens tomorrow for the first day of midweek operations. A lot of times on the weekends I either go skiing with my kids or I don't really shoot, so a lot of the skiing that you see is during midweek. But today, the Ski Hill's not open, can't go skiing, so let's go biking. The only thing that's really difficult with biking this time of year is, honestly, it's really cold. Like, you climb up, you sweat, and then coming down, your hands get so cold. So I think I'm gonna use some of my ski gear today because it is chilly. So let's get our bike gear on. Also, I love skiing. I know everyone gets super into it. I see videos of people trying to ski year round, and I think it's okay to take a break from skiing every once in a while. It's good to have other hobbies, there's other things to do. I think it's a really good way to burn yourself out if you're just constantly worried about skiing. Do some other sports, do some things to stay in shape. A change of pace is good. What do they say? Variety is the spice of life. Like, dude, I love skiing a lot, but come on, let's do some other stuff, huh? It also makes you appreciate skiing more once you actually do get on snow. Not to mention, I think there's something good about using your brain in a different way. Like, for instance, I listen to sometimes just classical music or jazz music just because it's a change of pace. I've heard, the alternative rock and roll stations. I've heard all of those songs 100 times, but I don't know jazz that well. I don't know classical music that well. So it's like my brain is forming these new paths in it, and it's kind of interesting to me. That's how I feel about biking. I'm not the best biker, I know that, but I like doing it. It's like I'm learning a new skill. I'm figuring out kind of the finessing of turns, kind of the tempo of when you pedal. There's all these new motor skills that you're learning, and I think that's great. And then, my brain kind of feels fresh when I go into skiing. I'm not just always thinking about skiing all the time. Although, I guess you could argue with this channel, I talk about skiing a lot. It's nice to have a little break. Oh, also an update, I got my new boots. I got my Atomic Hawx Prime 130 CT, and you might be asking yourself, Elliott, your normal boots are just the Atomic Prime 120s. Why go up to 130? Well, I actually found, at least in my experience, the CT version, the touring version, is actually a little bit softer. I got the 120 CTs and they didn't fit at all, so I got the 130 CTs. I need to break them in really quick, so I'm gonna have to do that tonight while I'm editing. But I'm excited to finally be able to get on those Black Crows with the Kingpin bindings and, be able to use different boots to try different skis and get a little bit more into the backcountry touring, be able to review some of the backcountry skis. I think that'll be really cool. I'm not super experienced in it, but I think that, the baseline skiing I'll be able to give my opinion on. So yeah, if you're looking at people talk all the time about my YouTube channel being finally monetized and things like that, which is really exciting. Literally every penny of that went into these boots and into the GoPro. But you know what, I want to be able to do better content for you guys. If there's a whole sector of skis I can't even review, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I think it was money well spent. Getting some discounted boots. I think I got these for $400, $440, something like that with a discount. So yeah, I'll put a link to those below. I did try them, really like them. So I'll give you guys a fuller review of those, but just wanted to let you know. The other thing, the GoPro was on a Black Friday deal, and I think it's just gonna be the best way to get ski footage. I love doing the reviews with Zach, doing the follow cam. I think it's the best way to see the skiing. But the reality is, I go midweek, Zach goes on the weekends. There's not a lot of crossover where we can reliably review a lot of skis and actually get you ski footage. So I think the GoPro, as much as I don't always love GoPros, will be the best way to go about it. I got the GoPro Max, so maybe I'll do a review of that down the line. So far I really like it. I'm still kind of figuring out when to do 360 footage, when not to. I will say that this little selfie stick thing, as much as I hate selfie sticks, is really, really effective. They're definitely pricey. I don't know if I would buy one if I wasn't making ski content, but with making ski content, it so far has turned out to be a very effective tool. I have a new attachment for the chest mount. I think that'll be way better when it's just me filming. And I don't like the head mounts. It gives me it makes me queasy when I watch it. They have the mouth bite one, but come on. I've got tiny shreds of self-respect left. I hate using GoPros just because, I don't know, it feels so tacky when I see it on the mountain. Even having my camera out in public, I've had to kind of move past, but we gotta do what we gotta do to get you guys the shot. Man, I feel like a cop with this chest mount. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get biking. trails are definitely muddier than I would like, but I did not plan that out. They were not this muddy like 20 minutes ago when I was climbing. We'll just get down safely. I think this will be the last ride for the season, at least for a while. All right, let's go. Alright, that was muddy. I didn't like that, but this should be drier, and then we'll get out of here. Okay, let's go. See how much drier this is? It's just night and day difference. And I had to go through that little section, but it is so much drier now. Thank goodness. Wow, that was way wetter and way muddier than I expected. I checked the trail report before and it said it was fine, but I think that snow melt did a way bigger number than I kind of anticipated. So, yeah, I don't like going on the trails when they're that muddy. It was really dry in some sections, but the parts that didn't get dried out by the sun were really brutal. I tried my best. Normally I would not run on the trails like that. Now let's wash everything off before my wife kills me. Well, my hose handle is definitely very broken. That stinks. And I made a huge mess, but I really need to get this bike clean before I store it for the winter. So I'm gonna go turn this off and then I guess look for a new hose head. Must have left some water in it and then it just froze and burst open, which is my mistake, but dang, that's a bummer. Well, I am soaked. I guess it's one of those throw everything in the wash kind of days. Dang. Anyway, that's the end of the day. Thanks for watching, guys. I know it's a little different, but hope you enjoyed it.